given that you're already in second year, what would be your advice to someone who has had some time between cracking the interview and joining the college? How to make most out of that time? And secondly, with what perspective and expectations should a student walk into an IIM?
Okay. So yes, my answer. This could vary from a general perspective or general view, but according to me, you have around 1.5 to 2 months when you crack an interview, when you get your admits, and when you actually walk in a college. In that period, I think you should relax. People generally say that you should brush up economics or you should brush up basic mathematics. What I would suggest is just relax and enjoy that 1.5 months, because when you walk in a MBA college and in a top B school, trust me, in the next 2 years you'll be missing that time because you'll be so overloaded with the course curriculum, extracurricular activities, and the projects you'll be doing. You won't have time, and you'll literally want to enjoy and to have a mental peace, but you won't be having it. So just relax, just enjoy, just spend your time with your family, spend time with your friends, and enjoy the moment, enjoy the happiness of converting a top piece.
That's amazing and sounds like a nice advice, rather, because I can relate to it right now. The hectic schedule we have, and some of the other thing going on. Either we have placements going on, midterms going on, some case competitions going on. So quite relatable. And actually, if someone asks me the same question, I would echo the same response. Now, moving on to joining the B school, and for everyone, I think this was the question that actually motivated me to set up this session with Akshay. That how to make most out of the MBA life. We have multiple aspects when we enter in. We have academics, we have different committees and clubs, extracurricular activities to run. We could step out, collaborate with a company, and have a live project, internships. So, covering all those aspects, how to make most out of it.
Okay, so what MBA teaches you, the most important thing is time management. How to manage your time, and it actually depends on you that how many things you can do, how many avenues you can collaborate with or you can adapt yourself in. It's all about you, that how you give your time to each and every activity, whether it be academics, case competitions, live projects, internships. It is the mindset of an individual, and when I came in the college, the mindset which I had was to get an exposure of each and every field, because I was not much confident which field I want to go in, like whether I want to pursue a career in marketing or consulting or operations or finance. I was not that much confident. So I had a motive, I had a mindset that I should have a taste of all the fields, and then by the end of the first year, when I finally move into the second year and there's a time to choose my electives or to sit for final placements, I'll have a clear cut vision which industry, which field I want to go in. So I managed my time. I gave more preferences to the live projects or the interns, or whether it be a startup, whether it be an established company. And academics, I never gave preference to academics. I never wanted to be a topper or a 9 pointer or an 8 pointer. My mindset was always like, okay, I should have a decent pointer. That yes, and yes. So I mainly gave more time to case competitions and the opportunities which I was getting in the companies to learn and get hands-on experience of how a corporate works on a perspective of a manager.
Relatable again, going through that phase and understanding where it comes from. Academics, it's completely subjective. I have, heard answers coming in from the North Pole perspective to South Pole perspective. I have met guys who just want to, you're entering an MBA to learn, so focus on acads. I think best of the both worlds is to have hands-on experience plus an analytical mindset to be built through acads or case competitions. And I can completely see, the best of both worlds being built into your profile through case competitions and live projects or doing internships. And another sweet spot in our interview, guys. So, one great thing about Akshay that our whole batch admires is his experience of getting his foot in and then working with giants such as PNG, Ultratech, and even Google. Google is, one of the dream companies everyone wants to work in. And Akshay, having worked over there, we would like to hear every single detail of how you got in, what was your experience like, and what a candidate should do to, get an opportunity of working with a giant.
I'll start when I entered college, and one of my friends, who is also in IIM Lucknow, uh, she told me about the emerging leadership program of PNG, and I was new to this. And just speaking to her, she told that we should apply and we should see what opportunities lies ahead. So that was a triggering point. That was the starting point of my journey in MBA, and I applied for it, and it was like a competition across India in top 10 B schools, and luckily I could go through. I succeeded in that, and I got a hands-on experience in how PNG works, how their operation supply chain works. And it was a really amazing experience to start my MBA journey with. Since I got an experience in the operations domain and I wanted to explore more and other opportunities, I joined a startup which was doing very good in digital marketing, and I wanted to explore that domain as well. I worked there for around 2-3 months. I really liked it, and I thought to explore more in an organization which was which had its unique presence. And then Google happened. Again, getting into Google was a very long journey, a long roadmap. But yes, I was fortunate enough that I got a chance to work, and I freelanced for various companies by creating their marketing campaigns, by creating their what a marketing roadmap should be for them, for their different products, for different businesses. And yes, that idea actually again ignited because I just wanted to earn while doing my MBA. I didn't want to lose on that part, so I was freelancing for them, and this spark for marketing rose from there. Then I got a chance to work with Ultratech Siemens as part of my summer internship program, where again I went back to the manufacturing domain as I come from, and I was involved in their sustainability division, and I got to know how a company and a giant like Ultratech Siemens, who are the pioneers in cement manufacturing in India, and they have a presence in abroad also, and how they are incorporating sustainability in the organization, what they are doing, what thinking and methodology they are adapting. Got to know what mindset they are having, and it was a totally different experience for me. It was the first time I got an exposure towards sustainability. We were reading and we were studying in our curriculum, but that was the first point where I actually got a hands-on experience. Moving towards sustainability, I started after that experience. I started and I had an inclination towards sustainability, that what lies ahead, what more can be explored in the field of sustainability. And that was a moment I got a chance to work with Flipkart sustainability team. Uh, and the experience of those 6 months, uh, let me be very honest, it was the most amazing experience, where I had a chance to work with the sustainability team of Flipkart, with the best minds in the country, and with a vision to bring in a change in the corporates, in the sustainability domain, with a very long term vision. So bringing in all the experiences, I think I had the best time of my life in MBA, and I am totally enjoying it.
That's good to hear. And going back to the point where you mentioned sustainability, given that our course offers sustainability, now this is one question students being away from a general management domain have to face a lot. And I think I'll bring that obvious but much necessary question back to you, that what was your motive behind choosing these specific domains which you mentioned through your experience. As I understand, you had opted for marketing, sales and marketing domain. Automotive, coming in from automotive, you're inclined towards understanding manufacturing as well. That's why you opted for Ultratech. And lastly, working with Flipkart for the sustainability team. So, what was your motive behind going for these three domains? And secondly, uh, why you chose MBA sustainability and how it has complemented in your work experience to date?
Okay, so I'll answer the later one first. Well, like why I chose sustainability as a major, as a field, as a very niche field. While I was working, I was having my stint at Tata Technologies, and as I already told that we had a revamp since there was a total transit from petrol to EVs, and EVs is a very big component in sustainability. So if we talk about the SBTIs or the other frameworks, EV plays a very important role. So that was one of the triggers that what alternatives do we have while we look for a longer run. Because if we go on the same track, I don't think any organization or me as a person, as an employee, will be having a growth in a long term. So we need to look for alternatives. We need to look for options, keeping in mind the environment and what the trending word, the key term is the ESG, environment, social, and corporate governance. So yes, sustainability as a course at IIM Lucknow, it gives you a holistic vision of how a general manager thinks and how he can inculcate and incorporate sustainability into that thinking and apply in a organization. So sustainability is a buzzword now, but yes, are areas, uh, there are areas which needs more focus as the climate change is real. We need to work towards it, and I think going forward, looking ahead 20-25 years down the line of my professional career, sustainability will be playing a very important role.
Now, having understood the sustainability part, again, going towards having a multi-domain experience. So, what was your motivation and how do you think that it will place? When you will be sitting for your final placements, uh, what kind of profile you want to convey to your recruiter?
Okay. So yes, when I'm going to sit for my final placements, I'll be mostly targeting the sustainability consulting domain. And when we talk about consulting, you need to have an overall experience in all the domains, not in depth, but at least you should have uh, a hands-on experience. What I want to convey through my profile is that yes, I have worked in different domains, and I have got an experience and exposure, and I think I have excelled fairly. Yes, I'll be able to convey what I learned, what I worked on, what are my learnings, what the challenges I faced in all the domains, all the areas. And yes, I think that experience and the learnings, it's more about what I learned in different domains, different corporates, different companies. That is what I'll be conveying. My learnings, the challenges I faced, and that is more important.
Amazing. And just to highlight that Akshay is actually part of the COVID batch. That is, he's part of the 2020 and 2022 cohort. And lastly, I want to understand from your end that overall, when it comes to deciding your career ahead and having a vision for next 10 years, what would be your parting thoughts for any candidate like me who is still just getting into an MBA or is part of first year of MBA? What should be the main factors I should be considering while deciding or taking any decision regarding my career?
Okay, so as you know, there are two type of students. One who have a clear-cut vision that I want to work in this company or at least in this industry, and then comes people like me who don't have a clear-cut vision while we enter the MBA colleges. So we have to explore more and more of options and more and more of companies and domains. So if you are having a clear-cut vision that I want to pursue my career in say finance or marketing or operations, I think you should build your profile towards that. That you should have more and more projects. You should have more and more hands-on experience in that particular industry, in that particular segment, so that you will get more insights regarding how different corporates, different organizations work. And if you fall in the category where I am, that we don't have a particular mindset, then I fear that we have to go through this cycle or through the process of trying having a taste of all the industries, all the domains, and then maybe have a mindset that where I want to go in. So yes, doing more projects, giving more preferences and more commitments towards the internships, towards the live projects and opportunities which you get, and definitely the peer-to-peer learning, which is the trademark of any MBA or top B school, that you get to learn a lot from your peers, a lot from your batchmates, what what they bring on the table, and you get to learn a lot from their experiences. So yes, all these things help, and uh, all these things helps in deciding what you want to do and what is the vision or what you are looking down the lane in the next 10 years.
Quite a valuable advice, I must say. And coming down to our conclusion of this session, thank you for being with us. It is very difficult to get hold of this person, given that he's part of the placement committee at IIM Lucknow, and being part of so many extracurricular activities, having his integrated project going on. It took some time to get him on board, and currently, due to paucity of time, we'll wrap up our first episode of live interview over here. Do let us know what your thoughts are. If you have any questions or if you need any guidance regarding any career decision, do share your questions in the comment section. I'll definitely pass on those questions to Akshay and get his feedback on the same. Secondly, do let us know what you think about this format, these sessions. If it is a value add, I'll make it a point to bring regular episodes with great candidates such as Akshay, and make sure that it helps you in deciding your own career path, career journey, helps you become a strong industry leader in coming times. Thank you for watching this episode. Take care.
Thank you.